Hey, 8th grade. There was a little bit of confusion, it seems, from some of you about parts 1 and 2 for the step functions worksheet. So I'm going to work through a couple of these. I'm not going to do all of them because I do want you to give it a shot on your own, but I'll kind of do a couple pieces of it, and hopefully that will put you kind of on the right path of how to do it. Okay, so let's start with part 1. Part 1, the A section, is saying to evaluate for the following. So what this means is, what is this function going to equal when x is 2.7? So when you see, whatever value you have in here, you want to go over to whatever the rules is. So the rule for this particular step function is, they're all listed out right here. So when x is between 0 can equal 0 and up to almost 3, your value is going to be 2. When your x value is greater than or equal to 3 but less than 5, your answer is going to be 5. When it's greater than or equal to 5 but less than or equal to 10, it's going to equal -4. So you want to see in what range is 2.7? Well, 2.7 is going to fall in this range here because it's between 0 and 3. So that means, since it's in that range, your value is going to be 2. Let's try another one. Let's look at, so evaluate for if x is 5. So if x is 5, in what range is it going to be? Well, I would put it here, but this is less than or equal to 5. Sorry, less than 5. This one's less than or equal to 5. Since it's less than 5, it doesn't quite hit 5. So I'm actually going to be looking in this one. So this is the range that 5 is going to sit in. So if x is 5, then this is going to equal -4. So you want to look at what point does my x value fall? Like in what range is it going to be? And then for this particular piecewise function, you can only have 3 possible outcomes. It can only equal 2, 5, or -4, depending on which range your x value is. All right, let's go ahead and graph this. I will get you started on it, but then I want you to try the other pieces on your own. Actually, let me just adjust a little bit so we can have it in the frame there. There we go. Okay. All right, let's do the first piece. So from 0 to 3, so x value of 0 to 1, 2, 3, y is going to be 2, or f of x is going to equal 2. You can think of y and f of x as being the exact same thing. Alright, so remember, a step function is kind of like a series of horizontal lines. So if your value is 2, that means we're going to go up here, and my value is going to be sitting right along this line, but it's going to be sitting there from 0 to 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is my x value of 0, x value of 3, and if x is anywhere in that range, then the outcome is going to be y equals 2. All right. The reason I put a solid circle here is because, well, at x equals 0, I can see that I have a less than or equal to sign. Remember, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to always means solid filled in circle. And then I put an open circle on the x value of 3 because it's less than. I don't see an equal to bar there. All right, try the other guys. Give them a shot. If you're still having trouble, I can do a couple more examples. Now down here, they're kind of asking you the same thing, except this time you're starting with a graph. You have to figure out some values and then look at what the rules are for this particular step function. So I'm going to do 2 of these. I'll do this guy and I'll do this guy. All right, so we're going to take a look at where is x equaling -4. So if I go over to -4, 1, 2, 3, 4 on my graph, it's falling in this range right here. So that would be the point at -4, and it's right along this line. Well, what is that y value? That is +2. So when x is -4, your function is going to equal 2. You can think of this as what is y going to equal in that particular range. Let's try f of 2. That means when x is 2, what's going to happen to y? So let's go over to 1, 2. All right, doesn't quite hit this one. It looks like it's going down here. It's in this range. So it's that point. So this line is 1, 2, 3, -3. So when x equals 2, your function, your f of x, or your y value, is going to equal -3. Try these, guys. What you want to do is see what range your x is sitting in. So go over to that x value, go over to -2, go over to 5, and then see like which line it's kind of matching up with. The second part here is asking you to write the different rules for this step function. So I'm going to do this first one here, and then I'm going to have you try the other two on your own. So it looks like it goes down as far as, this is -1, -2, -3, -4. It looks like it's going all the way down to -5, and anything in this range looks like it's equaling +2. So the way you're going to write your rule is it's going to equal 2 when, that's kind of like what that column means, it equals -2 when x is in between 5 and -2. Now, I put a less than sign for -5 because I see an open circle over -5. And I put less than or equal to for -2 because I see a closed circle right above that one. All right, so go ahead and try these pieces. I will give you one more hint. Where this line leaves off, this one should pick up. So the first part of your next one, there should be some value that y is going to equal, but it should start at -2. All right, so I will get you started with that. If you turned it in but you were confused, just go ahead and kind of like work your way through this part again. If you didn't yet do this part, hopefully this video will give you a little bit of guidance and you can go ahead and do that now.